Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m., July 27 or 28, 27, March 27, I'm sorry, July, March 27, 2025, and we're here back trying to become a millionaire, vlogging every day until we're gonna make 1.2 mil in profit in one single year. I think there's just bigger chances that me doing it in 1 year than in 1 month faster, which is obvious, and that's the goal. All right, I'm sorry it's late, that's why just bear with me. It's gonna be very energetic. I'm gonna try to make it quick. So March 27, 2025, as much as I can remember, just a couple of minutes ago I was working on our software product. Okay, so there is only me and my co-founder in my agency where we make websites for clients. We do have one client, alhamdulillah, thank God. We already have landed December 2024, and since then we have been working on their web app, their project. We're almost about to finish their project. Today I have added the last feature they have requested, and I think that should be enough. I recorded a video them explaining how the app works and how it looks, and send them a URL, the preview URL. If they're not gonna find any issues or errors or any garbage in the preview URL, it should be pretty fine, and they should be pretty fine. And just I think if they're not gonna be able to find any issues, if they're not gonna be able to find any problems, then they just should send me the rest of the money which have left. But there's the thing, I have made the biggest milestones, and I have agreed on a deal that I'm gonna make the biggest milestones, like biggest features they have requested, but some other features, the smaller features, like for example security measurements and garbage like this, might be left after I'm gonna agree to that's a tricky part, because they can request all kinds of shit after this thing, but I hope that they will not, inshallah, because I will be busy with some other stuff. I can promise you, I will be busy with some other stuff, aka for example building our own SaaS product in our agency. Like we kind of try to do some shit out there, or for example getting an actual coding job, remote coding job, to invest into the business, the cash flow, to have some kind of cash flow to invest into the business basically. And I can promise you that I will be very very busy, and messing around with applying for jobs, replying for some interview offers, or building test projects for these offers, job offers, and I even might finally and hopefully inshallah will finally land a job. And if I will, then it's even more tough. So you will have a full-time job, and you have to also fulfill this client, and it's not an easy thing. And I hope that they will not go out their way and request all kinds of things which were not written in the doc. But the reason I'm going for this risk is because we are running out of time. So this summer we kind of had a plan with my friend of mine and co-founder that we will rent out a room or entire home in UAE and just meet up, first time since last year, and try to stay there, try to find a way to stay there, And then if we will stay there, then we just continue working on our agency slash our SaaS products together in one room, and that's gonna be cool. But in order to make this come true, as I said, we have to find some kind of cash flow, which is, faster cash flow. Okay, so which is AKA for me getting a tech slash coding job. Other than that, I mean, like finding a high paying income stream in a very short period of time is a problem. And at the same time, you have to understand that job is way more stable, you can rely on, and that's something you do want to have as a privilege when you're going to be in a totally another country you don't even understand and speak a language of. If you're going to be left there without money, I mean, that's like not something you want to be dealing with. So yeah, and that, I want to finish this project as quickly as humanly possibly I can, to give myself time to apply for coding jobs. And if I see that I can't, or I can't land an interview or something goes wrong, I have an opportunity when I will have the money from this project. I have an option to buy a mentorship. I found some websites here and there, to pay for someone who have landed their first job in tech to help me to get my first job in tech, and which then, will help me to achieve this kind of crazy dreams like moving to UAE basically. And yeah, I mean, this is pretty simple yet a little complicated, a little hard, not complicated. Peace.